Hello and welcome back to More Fun Making It. In a recent video you saw me repair or restore a computer, a ZX Spectrum Plus for Yawning Angel Keith. The case is pretty decent with a few dings here and there. The channel Gouldfish on Games is run by a man called Gouldfish, and he reached out to me with an offer for a spare delete key. If you remember, there was one missing from that computer that I had to source from my own Spectrum Plus, which is here, missing a delete key. So the lovely Gouldfish sent me this package. I thought he was just going to send me a delete key, but there's obviously a little bit more to it than that. Oh, this man knows how to package things. There we go. Oh. Okay, so I should point out to you that this has already been pillaged by Gouldfish, and the caps lock's in the wrong place. Ah! So what happened is he bought two ZX Spectrum Pluses and made one out of the two of them. He's obviously left this one as the parts machine, but he doesn't need it anymore, so he said he would send it to me and see what I wanted to do with it. Now obviously I'm going to take the delete key and add it to my Spectrum Plus, so I've now got a complete machine again, and that's all good. But I was curious what actually is left inside this and if it's repairable, so I thought I would make this video about that. By the way, the other Spectrum that Gouldfish repaired on his channel and upgraded on his channel, I'll link to up in the corner and in the description. So let's have a look inside here, shall we? Some non-standard screws. Just the three of them, so that's fine. I'm curious. This could be anything. For instance, inside this Spectrum Plus, I know is an issue 3, not even a 3B, an issue 3. Oh, there's a lot going on here. Okay, we've got some spare posts, many spare bits, a spare plate, and almost certainly broken keyboard membrane. They just don't seem to last, those. And an issue 4S with a 7 ULA in it. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I know that I'm missing one of these from my Plus, so that's another thing that's handy. One of the springs for the feet. So this is quite interesting to me. Let's have a look and see what condition it's in. So 7 ULA is actually very interesting. So let's have a look on the back. Okay, so it's had a CPU change. Oh, the CPU is in a socket, in a turn pin socket. See the socket on the CPU there? All of the logic is still on the board. No sockets there, no sockets on any of the RAM. All the RAM seems to be matching on lower and upper, OK on the upper. But yeah, that's definitely had some work on the CPU there. Nothing else looks like it's been touched. Often you'll see some rework around the TR4 and TR5, but there doesn't seem to be anything there. Okay, let's quickly run through my initial checks, or not my initial checks, they're Jules Speculum's initial checks. I have to butcher his name, Jules Speculum, because otherwise people won't have anything to comment about. The first thing I'll do is check the resistance on the input and output side of the voltage regulator, and they're both not shorted, so that's good. Then I'll check the resistance on the 12, -5 and 5 volt pins of the lower RAM, and as long as none of that's shorted, it's different on every board, so there we go. Yeah, that should like on an issue 3, that will rise up to 2K. It's quite weird how it's different on every board. And then the resistance on the coils here, I'll check across. I always check with the positive lead in my right hand first, because you'll get some resistance this way or over here, but it doesn't really matter. Then if you swap around, you should get, you'll get different things, like an open circuit there, and I'll go back to here and it'll be an open circuit. It's quite weird. Right, so now we'll go over to diode check, and I have to make sure that these have got their legs in the right places. So we've got TR4 first, which is the major culprit. Black lead in the middle. Right, 0.6 volts forward voltage. Nearly 0.6. That's a bit unusual. It's usually the same, but this is an issue 4S. And then the other way around, which should be, oh no. Yeah, that's bad. Something is bad there. 2.7 volts is, I think that's blown. And over here, 0.7, 0.7-ish. And then the other way around, red lead in the middle should be open one way, and then, yeah, 1.2 the other way. That's normal on TR5, but TR4 looks to be bad.
Is he though?
It's possible that I'm just reading that wrong, because there are actually 2 positions for the TR4. Okay, so this is TR4 here, and then you can see just in front of it there are a row of 3 pads for an alternative transistor. Right, so if I put, I'm in continuity test here, the middle pin of the transistor, I'm going to connect to this middle pin of the pad, and it's not actually connected. It's connected to this left hand one over here. So I'm pretty sure that these 3 pads here are the traditional way of connecting. So the middle pin should be the base, and that's connected to this top leg here. So I need to redo those. In fact, let's do them from the top so that I don't get confused, which isn't unusual. So black lead on the base, and that's on a collector or the emitter, and that is normal. That's a normal reading, as long as I'm making good contact, and I think I am. And 0.6 and 0.6. So that TR4 is actually good. I have been caught out by this before, but yeah, this seems all good. So I can actually plug this in. Right, let's see what happens. 0.6, there's nothing coming out on the capture. Why is that? Oh, I did it again. It doesn't have it doesn't have a composite mod. I am such a muppet. Just about every time. Okay, so my friend Peter on my Discord has been recommending that I try the transistor mod, and I've tried it a few times and on some other machines that I've been repairing, and I quite like it. It's nice and simple. It seems to work well. So I'm just going to do a transistor mod on this one. First thing I need to do is remove the video input into the modulator and the 5-volt supply off of the board here. This one. So these are BC549C transistors. You have to be careful that there are no traces. Some of the earlier revisions have traces running across there, but this one doesn't, so that's good. I'm just going to do it like that. Perfect. The only other thing I need is a component leg, which I've saved over here. Because I did know I needed to do a composite mod. I just forgot. I actually prepared and then still forgot. Oh, I need to remove the resistor from the modulator, from the RCA jack. Poke that through there. Hot. And then take this leg up to that one. And solder those together. Ew. Let's give that a reflow. Lovely. What do we get now? It works. Damn it. You sent me a working machine. How dare you? It looks like it's got 48k of memory as well. Let's try the Dandinator diagnostics on it. It might work on this one. It's working. It's a bit of a noisy picture. It could be, yeah, it's just the connection. Oh. I need to clean that RCA jack up. That's the only reason that's noisy. It's a perfectly working machine. Thank you, Mr. Gouldfish. It's very kind of you and very generous. I have plans for this. It's I'll recap this and make sure everything is all right. If that's a hot, it's not very. The 7 ULAs are pretty good. I might de-socket that, solder it to the board, and put heatsink on it. I like that it's got a CPU and a socket actually. But what I think I will do with this is I think I will make up the Mectrum keyboard from Lee Smith.
So this is the Mectrum. It's the Mechanical ZX Spectrum, and I absolutely love it.
From Lee Smith's workshop, and I'll put this inside it, and we'll auction it off for charity. I also have plans to use one of these flight cases to house the Mectrum computer, so this will be going in the charity auction as well. I'm going to see about turning the inside, you know, getting some closed cell foam for the inside. If anybody's got some closed cell foam that will fit inside this that I can cut out to the right dimensions, please let me know, because it will be it's going to charity, so it's for a good cause. We don't know what the cause is yet, but well, I'm not sure yet. I'm open to suggestions. I have a few ideas of my own as well, so I might just go with one of those. But yeah, this was from Heber. I picked this up at the RMC Cave, and Richard from Heber was kindly giving these out for free. So I've got this one is going to go into this Spectrum charity auction. I've got a big one down there that I hope this one is huge, that I hope will fit an Amiga, because we've also got an Amiga. I've also got an Amiga to auction for charity. I'm not sure exactly how to go about that one yet, because there are some other things going on around that one. But that Amiga will also include a PyStorm, which was very kindly donated by Simon Osborne at Flibblesand. So it doesn't seem much of a repair, does it? Shall we have a look at the other one? Let's have a look at the other one. I bought this one last year sometime, and I've opened it and looked at it, but I've done nothing to it. We have an issue 3 with a Ferranti ULA ending in 6. These are the bad ones. It's also got 2 logic chips in sockets. You can just see down there's that one there and that one there in sockets. So it's obviously had some repairs in the past. Anything else? There's no work that I can see. I can't even see those sockets for the logic chips. There's one here and one here. They look like they were factory fitted. Oh, there is something I noticed on the case actually, thinking about it. It has been repaired. Your unit has been carefully repaired and calibrated before dispatched to you. However, if you have any queries regarding this unit, please telephone Veron's Service Centre on 027666266, quoting the docket's reference number. Okay, and it did have a warranty sticker over the screw there. Just put that there. So it has been repaired, and looking at this, you can see here there's 2 black, be quiet, there are 2 black capacitors. I often see these Gellert ones mixed in with these slightly shinier ones here. That's not unusual, but these have definitely been changed. And if you look on the back, there's some stickers in that area. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. So the first thing to do is my resistance checks, which I will quickly run through and stop if I find anything untoward. Perfect. Right, this is good to be plugged in, I think. See what happens on the screen. Oh, I thought we had another working one. Okay, that interference on the letters, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think I know what that is. That's a bad ULA. I can check that using this board that we now know is working. So that's a known good ULA. Oh yeah, that popped out there quite nicely. And that's the suspect ULA. No, we don't want to do that. Suspect ULA is the 6. This one. Okay. We're in the right way up and with the right amount of pins in the holes. So what do we get with this one? This is the bad or suspect bad ULA. Why is that not working? That's because of this connection. It's doing the same. Bad ULA. Oh, that's a shame. These are really expensive now. But this is a computer that I bought, you know, a year ago and has been sat waiting for me to do something with. So I can't really complain. Bad ULA. Right, let's put this one. Actually, let's try the 7 ULA in the issue 3 board. Make sure the board is working okay. I need to do something with this socket. Oh. Contact cleaner. It's too much solder inside there. It's part of the problem. There's a little tang that's meant to push against the inner prong, and it's not going to make good contact. Yes, that works perfectly. Okay, so I will recap this. No, this is not. This is my one. I'll recap this. Put the ULA back in it. Put it in Lee Smith's Mectrum case. Put it in a flight case from Heber, and sell it for charity. How does that sound? Not so much repairing going on here, but it was fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.